Hey guys, if you like time flies as much as I do, you're in the right spot. This is Super Flies for Super Guys, and I'm your host, Jody Sharp. Let's get into tying some of those wicked flies. Okay, guys, here we go. This is the super wicked simple popper. If you have not popper fished, you have not fished. You have not lived. If you don't fish, spend a day panfish fishing, you're not really living. So, we're going to start with a size 8 Eagle Claw straight hook. We're going to take our clear nylon thread. We're going to attach it on just under the eye. And we are going to wrap our thread all the way down to the bend. Like so. What I like about this fly also, it's super wicked easy. I mean, it is as easy as it gets. Okay. So, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some marabou. So I've got this nice marabou feather here. We're going to take a little piece of marabou. We're going to about, I don't know, a couple finger pinches full. And we're just going to break it off. You don't have to be too fancy about that. Now, the good thing about the marabou I've chosen, it's already kind of the length of your hook shank, which is just about what you want. Maybe just a little bit shy of that. So maybe just a tad bit shorter. Remember, bluegills have smaller mouths. You know, bluegills, sunfish, all those fish. Alright, so you just want to tie that in like so. Alright, nice and tight. Now we're going to take our fancy scissors, cut off the little bit that's not necessary. And we'll just tie that up nice so that it's nice and neat. Now, for this popper, and pretty much any popper you do, I always like to put at least some sort of hint of flash in the tail. In this case, what I'm going to do is this green flash. And to be very honest with you, it doesn't matter what color flash material you use, those fish are going to eat it. So take your flash, put it in half, give it a trim. Now, take one side of your flash, line it up on your fly, on your tail, and then you're going to tie that side down like so. Okay. Now, don't worry if it doesn't quite go in, because we're going to maneuver that after. Then you're going to take the other side. I'll turn my vise on its side so you can see. Take the other side and you're going to tie that in like so. Okay, now you want to trim your flash to the length of your tail, so we'll trim that up like that. And on this side, what we're going to do is we're going to just pinch the whole tail together, and then we're just going to go down and give it 2 more little wraps, and that kind of straightened everything into the tail. Now, flash material gets a little twisted sometimes. It's just okay, because you know what, when these fish pound on this, this is all going to get wet and go into the tail anyways. So those fish are going to eat that regardless. Okay, so we're going to bring our thread up to just before we tied in our our tail, our marabou, and our flash. And now we're going to make the popper part, the floating part. So, put my scissors away. Now the colors I've chosen for today are orange and black. So this is just 2-inch or 2 centimeter fun foam. Okay, so it's the thinner fun foam. And you're going to need 2 strips. So I will cut a strip of black here. I already have my orange sort of cut out. So we'll just take our scissors and cut 2 sort of even strips of that. Okay, so now you have 2 strips. Now what you want to do, I don't like to be too wasteful, and if I'm using foam for other things, I just like to use the amount I need for the fly. So I'm going to trim that, just give it one more trim, because I don't need all that much. This will probably make like 3 poppers actually. So, okay, so now I have 3 small squares. So what you want to do is you want to take your fun foam and separate it. You're going to take your crazy glue and you're going to cover your square fun foam, and then you're going to sandwich it together so that you have this. Okay, pretty easy. Now you want to measure the length from the where you tied in your tail to just below the eye with your foam. So you're going to cut 2 strips, even strips, like so. So that's going to be your body. So now's the time. You just want to kind of trim everything flush and make sure everything is flush and the right length. Beautiful. Okay. So you want to have that kind of B stripe pattern in your foam. You want your orange or whatever your bright color is to be on the bottom. That will be the attracting color for the fish. I don't know why panfish I found really love orange or red or pink. All the other colors, green, yellow, they'll hit those things, but for some reason orange is the color. They love the color orange. So what you want to do is you want to pinch your foam on your hook like this, and then you're going to tie down a couple of wraps so that it's tied in. Okay. Now it's going to wiggle around a bit. That's okay. Because what we're going to do now, we just need enough to hold it in place. And now you're going to take your crazy glue and you're going to sandwich that onto your hook like so. Alright, and then once the glue is dry, now you're just going to pinch the corners and tie them fully into your fly. Alright, so one last step that I like to do is take some orange dubbin to blend in with the underbody of your fly, and we'll just loose dub that on, put it on your thread, and we'll just dub that up. And that's kind of like a little attracting color that will attract them. And then we'll take 2 fingers, twist, turn, twist, lock it in. 2 turns, twist, turn, lock it in. One more time, twist, turn, lock it in. I find you probably won't need more than 3 half-hitch knots, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. And that would be more or less it. Now, if you want to make it really poppy, you can put some Google eyes on there. You can decide whatever Google eyes you want. I mean, there's big Google eyes and little Google eyes, right? So I think for now we'll make this really character. We'll give it some characteristic. Take some crazy glue, dab it on your Google eye, and stick it on there. Love crazy glue. Hardens really hard. Holds really good. Fast acting. Okay. Take your other Google eye, stick it on the other side. Ta-da! And that is as simple as it gets. And if you take that out for the day and give that a fish, those fish are going to love you. You're going to catch a lot of fish with that. And again, if you're like pan fishing, I like catching sunfish and bluegills and that. They're just so predictably fun to catch. So yeah, so that's my easy Friday night fly. You get up Saturday morning, you fish the day away with that. You're gonna have quite the fun day. All right, thanks guys. Okay guys, hope you liked that video. Now hit like, share, and subscribe. Oh yeah. Thanks for watching.